Hello everybody, how are you doing today? We are so pleased to have you all, and this is a pleasure all the time to be with you in this show. This is Standpoint through your favorite TV, BNP, and I'm so delighted to have my two guests here. These are two young people, and I'd like to let them maybe greet you, or I don't know whether they have to introduce themselves because this is not their very first time to be here. So let me ask Brother Obama, Edward aka Obama, to greet you before I go to the next one.
Hello, this is Edouard aka Obama, is what of course is said by a great man here. So I'm actually glad to be here just for the third times. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm also with Brother Dismas on my right side. He can also tell you hello, guys.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dismas, as you heard Patrick saying. This is my third time, and I'm really glad to be here. So we'll be discussing a very interesting topic, I think.
Well, indeed, we'll be talking about a very interesting topic, and the topic goes like this: being dishonest and rich versus being honest and poor. So by the way, one study published through National Center for Biotechnology Information website in 2013 found that 40%, listen carefully, 40% of adult men at least lie per day. You understand? 40% of adults, men and women, lie at least once a day. So, as you can understand, talking about honesty, dishonesty is all about talking about the truth and the entire truth all the time. Then we wonder why people sometimes lie. And I can assume, even here, for example, it's an assumption, as I'm saying. Though it's not good to assume, let me do it. I do believe, and I do assume, sorry again, like in 10, out of 10 rich people, 3 of them, not even 3 of them, like 7 of them, they are not honest. I'm just assuming, sorry. So anyway, yeah, actually they're gonna kill me. I'm telling you. No. Of course, let's go ahead, and let me ask you the first question.
All right.
Being honest and poor versus, would you like to be honest and poor rather than being dishonest and rich?
Dishonest.
Okay, come on.
I cannot just, say yes, because sometimes when you hear people saying this and that, they have their reasons. There are so many reasons, but we can assume that saying that maybe one amongst the reasons is that they don't have what they need. But on the side of the rich man who is being dishonest, it's been his way to become a millionaire or to become billionaire. So, as you said, maybe amongst those people, like in 10%, 7%, they are dishonest just because on this earth, the earth itself is a problematic. Mm-hmm. And the way it is problematic, it makes people to be dishonest, to be problematic too, so they can pass through it. The world is actually, it's full of messes, and people, they use whatever they can to pass through the problems, and they become problem too. They become problem. The reason why they end up becoming dishonesty.
Okay. Have you got him,
Yeah,
Brother Dismas?
I got him. I'd like to let you know that I'm so disappointed.
Okay.
Really?
How?
Dishonesty is something that nobody is willing to own. Just like a quality. It's one of these qualities that you should not be proud of. Like, I'm dishonest and I'm proud. Like, yeah, I'm rich. So what? You don't care what the society is going to think about you. But let me tell you, being honesty, I'm stuck between the rock and the hard place because I'm got to choose to be poor and honest, right? But let me tell you this: it's not guaranteed that you're going to be poor just because you are honest. No, there is other ways that you can maybe escape from that kind of things. You gotta work honestly. And
but you're talking about poverty. You don't have to escape that.
Let me stand there. You're saying poverty. Poverty, you can be poor for right now, but this, in terms of money, right? When your mind is working very well and you're working hard and smart, something is going to come out. The problem, people are dishonest because they're impatient. They don't like to wait for things to come naturally. They don't want to get that, those things.
You just want to use
in a fair
shortcuts.
way. Actually, they corrupt because they're afraid of losing. Why I stand on honesty is because I know how much it is a reputation when you have a pure reputation. Let me tell you a typical example right here. You are an entrepreneur and you have this company that produces things like, let me say, toothpaste, right? And you're saying that, this toothpaste is really good, it's gonna do you good, it prevents decay in your teeth, you're just gonna have a quality of this. And then, in the end, people find out you are a liar. You're lying. You're not honest, right? You're using cheap materials, all those things. You know what's going to happen? Your company corrupts. It corrupts and you go bankrupt. So that's what happens. But it's a typical example. It can happen as it cannot happen.
Sure. But that's why they hire, people are in charge of public relations. They just try to, you will know about, the company and the good aspect of the company. You never know what's really the company inside. That's why, you see they have people in charge of communication. They have to brand the product.
I hate that. I hate that because it's like someone reporting things they didn't do. Saying that we did this and this, right? Talking about all the positive things that they don't really deserve. Like saying there is no other product like this. If you're using it as, you're going to, to testify this and this qualities, only qualities. But if you are really honest and you work on quality because your reputation, your character, the way you are will not allow you to lie. Will not allow you to brand something you don't own. All right? You say this product is really of best quality. You gotta use it, but deep down, and you are selling to those people one of the poorest things. So it's not fair. It's not fair. You can still be rich step by step, right? Now you're poor, but just don't skip, right? Don't skip, go step by step.
You are saying that even on that side, if, for example, you have a kind of product that you need to advertise, so at that point, you need to let people know everything that composes of the product, and that is impossible to people. So it is impossible. They don't say everything. They lie. They lie. So
why do you lie in the first place?
Let me tell you something. Because if you use the word honestly, let's think of this word, the concept itself. It's pure. It's an act of becoming pure person.
Yeah, sure.
So it comes in a temperament of you, is a kind of uniqueness. So when then that works to a man who is poor, I don't know how we can call him. Let me tell you how it comes. Because normally when a person with this kind of a pure heart miss something, this can make him to be troubled.
Dishonesty.
So that one is a kind of element externally that is there as a stimulus, which come to stimulate who he is inside. So you don't have money, and you need actually to you need of course money, and you don't have it. And you are who? You say that you're honest.
I'm honest, yeah.
You will end up messing up. because there is something missing in you. Let me tell you, whoever who doesn't have money will start developing bad or negative ideas. Through those negative ideas, because he can't live without money. And since he's poor and there is a problem there, there is someone who
You
said...
have money, but you have less money. Doesn't mean you can survive.
You use the word... Please, the reason why I say...
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Yes.
Being poor, I don't know what people qualify as poor, but let me tell you.
Not productive.
You're saying poor because of how much money I got, right? How much is my pocket?
There are two words,
all right?
richness and the poor.
Yeah.
So we have to go on that dimension.
I understand. You know, there are people who are poor who struggle to make ends meet, right?
Sure.
Day by day. And there are people who are rich who can survive without even working.
True,
Right.
that's it.
Okay, I'm in that category of people who survive, who struggle to make ends meet, right? But
They were not
mentally, I'm poor.
You broke. So let me tell you something.
It's broke. It's broke, but you know, when you broke, you're poor.
When you broke, you're already poor.
Yeah, sure. How can you be rich and be broke at the same time?
You can't be rich
Can
and
you
be
be rich
broke.
and be broke?
How?
You got no money, you're poor.
Yeah, can you be rich and be broke?
Let's come on this word richness. Richness is defined through the way of having financial freedom. So that is richness.
Yeah.
And with this financial freedom you have, you are financially free. You have almost, I use the word almost, everything.
Okay. Almost everything.
Almost everything. I did not say that you have everything. At that point, then, when we go on the side of people who are poor, we understand poverty by its nature.
Yeah, actually.
Right? You're not productive, and when you're not productive, you get nothing. It is clear that. Yes, you get nothing. So since then you are not productive, you have nothing.
Like no.
Then
sometimes there are people who are even productive. That's what he was trying to explain. Like you struggle to make ends meet. For example, many employees they struggle to make ends meet. They are still
those
poor.
people
like, for
actually,
example,
those people we can never categorize them in those in that kind
No,
of
we're not saying they are miserable, but they are poor.
So, that's a typical example right here. You see, in Burundi, Burundi is qualified as second poorest country in the world.
Second or first?
I don't believe.
I don't know.
No, not for now.
No, for now.
For
Okay.
this year.
He doesn't believe. He believes they are the first, the first powerful country in the world.
Because if we say the poorest, I don't trust it actually.
Yeah, second poor country in the world. Believe it or not, that's how it is, right? Okay. There are people, many people, who struggle to make ends meet, to put bread on their table, to be able to feed the family themselves, right? So we're talking in this way. You are poor because you broke, right? But you have a functioning mind, right? And from there, you can get something fruitful. without being dishonest, as you're saying. Because dishonesty is a trait someone owns from birth, maybe, I don't know, or gains just step by step when they grow up, by the environment they grow in. But if you are honest and you were willing to go step by step, to do what it takes to get out of yourself out of poverty, to get somewhere, to do something productive, you can still do it. But right now, currently, you're poor. Right? So, I don't support this idea of losing this humane characters like honesty because you want to be rich so quick.
So
or maybe you don't want to lose something valuable.
This is what I told you. Is the world paradise? The answer
is
no.
no.
Thank you. So there are people messing up. There are people who are there.
You want to be
in a
group of people who mess up?
No. I heard a certain man. What I was following Mr. Zuckerberg. He was being asked some questions about how they're controlling their, social media,
Facebook.
Himself did not protect it. That is dishonesty. Dishonesty.
Did not do what?
He did not keep, some principles in his company to protect or just to protect the civil societies of the US from some harms caused by social media.
His company, by the way.
His company. There is a problem. He was asking many questions, and he did not happen to respond correctly.
Actually.
You heard about it.
Yeah, I got it.
You see those people, and they tried actually their best, because dishonesty, there is a reason, of course, because people have dishonesty, and there are people also who have, who have this kind of honesty. It's like that, but in the end, some of them change, because what is positive changes into negative sometimes. You know that. And people started, they actually climb up on the Satan tree of a very good temperament, but they end up having the other types of temperament that nobody else can happen to define. So on this earth, people go through those types of problems, and they end up being called dishonesty. But remember, dishonesty, it comes in different ways. People call others dishonesty, just basing on some different factors, on what they call their reasons. Right?
Okay.
What is your reason?
Well, let me. There are so many reasons, and I will bounce from that. Because there's so many factors. Like for example, for this question, there are so many employers who actually hesitate to hire people whose belief are more aligned to honesty and transparency, rather than people are more aligned to the belief of prosperity and growth. You understand? So what's your take on that? You understand they are like
So actually for those, because we have to understand at which level do you lie to people. And
a good liar, the guy.
No.
Okay, there's another following question. It's also connected to that. Okay, come on.
Yeah, right.
So I am on this. So you need, because actually when you have a kind of company, there is a certain guy, a wise man, who used this word. Sometimes people, they think they are in the right way when they are not in the right way. So actually when you happen to do something that actually you happen to explain, you happen to give some very clear orientation of, and you see some other people calling it a lie, they then call it. So the reason why I use the word depends on some level, just that you use maybe in lying to those people. So that is because in our life there are people who are there, and it is not even only us who happen to live in that kind of a life, but rather to say that you lie instead of even hiding what you do. Then you explain why you did it. Right? So for some reasons, many reasons, you make some people to leave, and you even make some other interest to come. So that's the way. So that's what I. That's what
I have a question. Before I say something, I have a question. In your qualities, I mean your values.
All right.
Do you think is honesty included?
So I think I am honest, but sometimes I go dishonestly. I go dishonestly,
see,
and I find
No, I don't know whether you understood very well when I started. No, even my introduction, I try to define what is honesty. It's just telling the truth.
Telling the truth.
And the entire truth. All the time. All the time. So
let me tell
don't tell us, sometimes I'm honest and by the other time.
But that's what I was coming to. So actually, if I say that, sometimes I have a good temperament to people, and the other time I change. So it depends on where the word is just taking us to. So I cannot just go at public area and start telling the people that I am a honesty guy, I am a man of a truth, I am a man of everything. I know that, by the way, if I say that, I'm lying.
You're lying.
Yes.
We have this question on the table. He just say that we are being hired, right? You are dishonest and I'm honest, right?
Yeah.
And we are being hired in a company.
The answer was
that they're looking for a person who believes in growth and prosperity,
Of course.
right? And I'm here believing in transparency and what? Honesty. All right. And I am not qualified for the job. Will you take the job?
I will take the job when they know that I explain why I do that. So the reason why I give the answer on...
To whom are you going to explain?
Huh?
You just take the job.
You take the job or you don't take it.
No, why does he have? He's hungry.
All right.
Then he just want to feed his family. So he's gonna take the job, and he's not gonna even to explain.
So let me tell you.
He's gonna give any report.
So no, remember something. If you lie and you know the reason you lie, at that point you're a wise person.
Everybody knows why they lie.
Okay? No. There are people
who lie.
The reason why they are not even hired in some, some hiring areas, it is just because some of them don't know what they do. Okay? And there are some other people who say, if I do in this way, these things, then I know, everything about this. They will understand that I am at least quite different.
That's how of subject. We are saying they're hiring someone because they know what they do is not something that is easily accepted, because they know they need to cringe behind.
No.
They are hiring someone who is for growth and prosperity. You say that.
Yeah, sure.
To me, they are going to do whatever is possible, legal, illegal, to make things happen.
Do you think they ask
so they're not going to hire me?
It's even legal.
The question is,
they're not going to hire me.
Yes.
Because I'm for transparency and
honesty.
And honesty. All right? And
they
are
hire
going to
somebody
look for someone who can just hide some truth.
Okay. That's the soul.
Do you understand that?
Okay, now you are coming.
Okay. So are you going to take the job?
So,
why not?
Please. I have to take it because they know that. So I have to take it.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
For you
because
no,
my qualities, my values.
You are not even.
My values doesn't align with their work ethic.
Hold on.
Doesn't align with their work ethic. So their work ethic doesn't care whether you're dishonest or maybe what. or the case that their company is growing, okay, is going upward.
And you may not be wise at that point. Do you know why?
Actually, I know what I'm saying.
Come on.
That is why, in that case, I have a lot of options to take.
Okay.
Whether go out there and be entrepreneur myself, because I can be keeping applying, looking for jobs, still don't get it because of my qualities, not my disqualities. At that point, I'm proud of myself because I'm guarding, I'm protecting my values. Do you understand? And there is a time I will make it in life, and people will be saying, that one is a hero. He made it no matter what. Though he was honest and, and transparent in whatever he was doing, he just made it. But look at those. Do you understand? You keep the quality and protect your image. Reputation,
Let me tell you something.
Do you understand the value? Do you understand the price of reputation?
Let me tell you something crucial. Actually, on this earth, people, those who became successful, those who are called iconic heroes, they are not called that because they were good, just because they succeeded to hide their images.
To hide.
Yes, to hide their images.
You understand?
Did you hear from Mandela? Mandela was asked this question by some certain people around him. You are a great person. Do you know what he said? He said, no, I'm not actually a great person. You call me a great person because I succeeded to hide myself, to keep my privacy. Which means at some point, the guy was not good. So this is what I'm saying. Please, what you were saying, okay, you are right, you cannot take the job. I understand you as a honest guy. I can take it for the point that I know how to do what, to deal with those things.
But you know the consequences of lies? Mostly you find they become detrimental.
But you have to know also that, of course, I don't know how we keep this word. When people say that lie is a sin, okay? Of course it's a sin. But we have to remember sometimes lies is good. You understand that?
Explain.
So lies is good the point that, for example, when you lie someone to feed somebody else, and you know that this person is okay, but you lie him, then you feed somebody who is hungry, right? Or you lie to protect someone from some disasters, some dangers. And you know that it even used to happen in Israel. This, if you actually read Bible, even Bible, people used to lie, and they were people of God.
These are exceptions. These are exceptions.
Okay.
And again, here I have one question. Because like we see people who are dishonest.
Yes.
There are people who are corrupted,
Right.
and they even corrupt the country. And then you find even many countries, mostly in Africa, because they have this value of, I cannot call it a value, it's a disquality of dishonest, of not being truthful. Then you find that their countries are underdeveloped. So don't you think it's so bad?
Now you're gonna understand my point.
Okay.
So actually, you see, you come on the size of a country.
Yeah, sure. Because individuals make a country.
Okay, on the side of a country. So actually, I told you this when I was saying, when you master what you do, you lie, you know it. And you even protect many things through the lies. Sometimes people in some countries face disasters, timeless disasters that come every time. Because they do have leaders who face the problems that they don't master well. Because they meet liars coming and they don't detect even the liars the lies there, because they have this kind of belief as honest people, good leaders, you see, the word good leaders. But there come some lions and they use their power in speeches. They tell them, we do this and that, and we end up giving you this, and they end up believing. Right? Because they are not good liars.
Mm-hmm. Do you share his opinion? Do you share his viewpoint, Brother Dismas?
So you mean?
So actually, they're not good liars. That's where the problem is.
So you mean? You have to be a good liar. You should go in politics. Like this, he sounded politic. Just you should go in politics. Let me tell you this thing. Yeah, dishonesty comes from self-love.
Selfishness.
Yeah, that's positive. Selfishness, right?
Okay. You should use that first one.
Yeah, actually, you were selfish. No. You don't love yourself. You were selfish. That was positive, right? You know why? Because if you're thinking individually, you don't care what people are going to say about something, or the suffering you are going to cause. You don't care everything. Like you are doing something, not knowing what effects that are going to happen to people. All right? Like drug dealers. You see drug dealers? Mm-hmm. Drug dealers are rich, right?
Sure.
They're rich because from there it's a good income coming from that drug dealing. So, but they get that money through the detriment of lives of people. There are people who who do drugs, are being the victims of your work. Do you understand? So I'm saying in this way, you are doing something which is doing others something,
Something
ruining
bad,
their lives,
actually, yes.
ruining their lives,
Okay.
and you don't care.
Okay.
You are dishonest, and there's nothing you feel nothing. Your heart doesn't judge you. You feel like you're doing the right thing because you were being rich. That's your goal.
No, you should have
right?
understood me.
You are for growth and prosperity. That's all you care, and nothing else.
All right.
You don't care. That's not a good quality for sure. You should be having that excessive self-love. Oh no, squash that.
Selfishness.
Selfishness.
Yes, you shouldn't be that selfish because
Greedy.
that's not the
if
quality.
a wise liar is conscious.
A wise lie is conscious. you Obama.
There is no wise lie.
Actually, this earth itself is built on lie. Let me tell you something. There are many things which are hidden. Don't you believe that?
Like?
So I say there are many things.
Okay.
Okay. So now,
just give us one example.
Many things are hidden through the beliefs that we developed from a long ago. Some people made us to believe some different things are like that, and they never change. They are like that, right? And the other people come and they say, okay, of course what you believe is okay, but we are not trying to oppose what you believe, and they know why they told them that. Right? Then because we are believers, we believe in those things. If I use the word belief, you understand. We think, it is something which is in us. Okay? And try to even see how many times, why wars, why so many things on this earth? But just because there is something, all those things turns around, lies.
Let me stop. Let me ask you this thing.
People they are deceived. They are deceived.
Do you believe in change?
Believe in a change?
You believe in a change?
Let me tell
Which
you how
change are you talking about?
A change, just a
A change.
You know, the world is corrupt, and he's saying
it's
it.
corrupt, of course.
He's saying it. He knows it.
Yeah, sure.
Yet he doesn't want to change it. He wants to align with it, and the goal is God's.
Yeah, well, of course, the world is corrupt, and that's why sometimes those people are, wealthier, who are very rich. They can sometimes even buy your integrity or your loyalty. Don't you think so?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's where the problem is. Of course, you're using the word integrity. The same question I asked it to a certain woman who came, we're in the American corner. She came from the embassy. It was kind of a topic that we actually were on. We asked her a question. Are you integral? She said, stop those stories. You see, stop those stories. Actually, there are some concepts which are there. Of course, there's some people who try to turn around them, and there's some people who try to live with them. There's some people who see them, then they use them as a kind of dices, right? Just to win. And there's so many people there with the different types of thinking level, and they use their levels in winning what they want in their life. But I would like just to simply tell you that in our life, the word itself, as I told you, that of course it is corrupt, yes, and I don't know when this will be over, because it is impossible, because there are people behind there. That one is impossible, but people change on his side. I think you know that. Change on his side, and his brother or his friend is still in the same way,
staying there,
which means there is a problem.
That way
which
lies
is
the
timeless.
question. That where my question lies. I was saying, do you believe in the change?
And I asked you a
want to
question, you
change?
did not respond it. Actually,
What was it?
the question was,
Can't you be both? Like, because with your
I can't be
honesty or your
actually, I can't be bought. You know, like just buying me, telling me that, stop those things, like those values, like being honest,
integral.
being what? You gotta stop it. I'm not to sell my integrity for maybe a job or something. No. I'm who I am, and I'm not willing to change because something comes up and of beneficial, something which a bread. No, that's not fair.
Amazing.
And on my own, I'm really willing to stay the way I am. And if you really want me to be on your part, you gotta be honest and like integral as I am, loyal. That's how I'm gonna be able to work with you. If not,
do you know
my
why?
hands are tired.
Do you know why the two words exist?
Which ones?
Honesty and dishonesty. Just because those things actually
Exist.
complement each other. Right? That they deceived. Which means these words are there like that, they are concepts like that, they are there. And this can never be over when we're still here on this earth. There is a problem there. It is still there, and they balance. They
Okay, yes, that's why there is dark and light.
Light.
Okay, come
Right.
on, amazing.
On which side are you going to be?
But guys,
how they apply it.
I sorry. I see, the watch is against us. And I'm telling you, we cannot find a conclusion with this topic.
Impossible.
It's really hard, but we're going to keep, thinking about it. We're going to keep, try to decipher and figure out what is the right thing to do, so as we don't mess up or,
Of course.
drag people in a very negative way or in darkness, as he was saying. We just have to put the light wherever you're going. And then let's shift to the next section, which is quiz time. Well, guys, this is your other section. and we're gonna ask some few questions to our guests. You know, we're talking about dishonesty and honesty. We even stayed along to talk about richness and poverty. We just, you know, focused on honesty and dishonesty. So I just want to ask you something, guys. There are people who lie, because we have just seen that dishonesty is all about lying. There are some people who lie outright and others who lie by omission. So between those two groups, which one would you choose?
Can you put some light on the
Some
question?
ideas.
I'm saying, yeah, some guys lie outright. They just lie,
Just for lying.
you know,
Just for lying.
no, clearly, openly.
Openly.
No hiding.
No hiding.
Come on.
You know,
Coming.
you can see, you know, it's obvious. You know, their lies are out there and you just see that's obvious.
Yes.
And others, you cannot but discover that they were lying. They just omit some parts of the stories.
Lying by
You know, there's someone who can come and tell you the story and is putting some spice into it. You know, you can,
Spicing.
yeah, spicing the
Cutting,
story.
adding.
You see cutting, adding. Most is adding.
Yeah.
But the one who's, you know, cutting, like he's hiding something, is just omitting some of the parts relating to the story. Then between those two categories, which one would you prefer?
Omission.
Omission.
Yes.
Why?
For the reason that you don't need to hurt as many people as possible, because the society where you grew up, they know that, of course, when they see you that you're a liar, it's going to be a kind of problematic, because they can even just, some of them, even kids, start lying. That is, because if you just come there lying, as you said, people see that you're liars. The reason why I told you, keep your privacy. Omission.
So
Okay, what?
there's someone who wrote, I read something on social media. Someone said, just try to be honest in order that the time that will come when you will need to lie, so that people will believe you easily. You understand this?
Uh-huh.
There are people who love to lie, right?
Let's take
And to the point that even when they're telling
It's
the
coming.
truth, even when they're telling the truth, you're lying to the point that even when you're telling the truth, nobody's going to believe it until they see facts.
You see? I like that idea.
Okay, go on. So I don't choose neither of those, but omission is not that good, because omission can be detrimental. Yeah, outright one is easy to detect they're lying, right? It's just you find out and then it's over, right? But when you take a story which is true, and you omit some parts or you add some parts, or I don't know which, it depends on which mission you got, or your intention, what you want to do. If maybe you want people to turn people against someone and they're going to do that, that's why I'm saying that omission is really bad, to the point that I don't really want it. I want this outright one, because, well, I believe your story, but when I find out that you lied, okay, I don't believe it anymore. But omission, it becomes an opinion. People say, no, he was lying. No, actually, I know the story. He's right. You see, no one is either right or wrong. They all just, it's a flu.
Yeah,
right?
sure. I see.
Privacy is the best.
I understood. Okay. You just talked about privacy. Oh, you're gonna not lie over that, but let me ask you another question. How can someone discover? Give me just 2 traits of somebody who's lying.
I?
Yes, you can.
So, 2 aspects to detect that somebody's lying. Number 1, you need to be a liar. to detect the liar.
No, I just want you, not that.
Yes,
I just want what you can see, those signs from the one who's lying.
I'm coming. You can never find a liar without being a liar.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
You need to be a good liar.
Okay.
That is.
Okay.
So, number one, he's a man who speaks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't control what he speaks. He speaks, and then in the end, he end up even messing up.
Okay.
He speaks things which don't even exist. So that is number one.
Second?
Speaking a lot.
Two?
Two, he's a man who believes in himself. All right? Who believes? I mean, a show-off guy. Not believing, because believing is just in a positive way.
Yes, positive.
He has like
a boastful man.
Boastful man. That man, he lies till he even lies about himself. That's what I can simply say.
Great. Okay.
Yes. Somewhere say that when you lie, when you just take a lie and you tell it so many times that you end up believing it yourself that it is true. You know it's a lie, but the more you do it, the more you lie the same lie, you will end up believing the lie is true. So coming to the question, there are psychological tactics that you can use to detect someone is lying. I don't know, somehow on high percentage I can detect you're lying to me, but I'm not going to tell you. The two traits that can show me that you're lying psychologically, your body language. Your body language, like you're drinking too often.
Okay.
You're telling the story, or your tone changes.
Okay.
And just you are using hand signs that doesn't go along with the story. You see, you are fighting to show things that can show me that you are lying.
Okay.
Yet I can do it. And some poses.
Okay.
You ask a question, and there is a pose, right? An awkward pose.
Yeah, sure.
That you can see. Oh, right. There's something wrong right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we got the 2 points. Body language and some poses.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate so much. You were able to respond to both of my questions, and you did great. So let's move to the last section, which is we are gifted. Well, I do believe that each and everyone in this world was born with a talent. He was born with something in him that he can sell to the world, or that can, help himself or help, oneself to be that man or that woman that everyone would love to be with. I mean, aspire to stay with, so as you can, help him in one way or another. So I just want to know, Obama, do you know what's your gift?
So my gift is encouragement.
Encouragement. How?
So because I really, the way and even people just viewed it in me, they most of the times say that, hey man, you will die. Stop just working. Stop going out and, And I say to them, I feel okay. I feel fine with working, with doing things, with encourage. I mean, courageously.
Okay, you mean your talent? If I was able to get it well, I was a little bit, wrong the way I got it. Maybe I got it wrong. So it's all about motivation. You're motivated.
Yeah, I have in me a kind of, it's a kind of courage. I think courage. Courage or encouragement. So in me, I have like something which always pushes me to keep on
to do more,
doing more than even what I have. Yes.
Okay.
That is. Yeah.
Can we find a way that you can describe it to the audience right now, to
Yes,
our public? Is there any
there-
way you can do it right now? Maybe, I don't know.
So I do a lot. Actually, what I do in that is that you find myself now. I have some people whom I teach. So many different people from different areas, and yet I keep on going where I met some different researchers, unstoppingly. And after that, I have to take a book, reading. I do those kind of different things. I keep on dealing with my stuffs about medicine. And so many people find me just being an English speaker. They end up saying, man, how come a man like you can speak English like that? Yeah, and yet you studied something about medicine. And I told them, maybe it's who I am. I never know. But so many people say that you have a gift.
Well,
Which means that I have in me a courageous gift that I was gifted by God. Yes.
well, okay. Maybe that's also the reason why they called you Obama, because actually Obama was a courageous guy and was a hardworking man. That's why he was even able to become the president of the U.S. So would you please maybe in 30 seconds,
Yeah.
try to imitate him in a speech, 30 seconds, or just, yes, all right.
Yes, Obama. Come on.
Okay. Hello, everybody. If there is anyone out there who still doubt that America is a place where everything is possible, that's where I can simply, try to say that I can even have some kind of imitation on him. Also giving even some ideas, something like that. But they called me many times Obama because they heard me talking about political issues.
All right. Even your accent somehow.
He's got his accent.
Like his. Oh.
He got his accent.
Sure.
Yeah, you got his accent.
Political issues, and they even, in American, even in the, I remember being front of the POAs and, those guys from embassy in American corner. Actually, they chose me to go and speak and give a speech.
All right.
I gave a speech, and I still even have it in my machine. So the speech of something like 10 minutes, something like, speaking in front of public, and the end, one of those guys ended up coming to me and asking me, man, who taught you English? But you are Obama, you speak like Obama. But I did not just simply speak like Obama. Then I said, okay.
Oh, they call me Obama.
They call me Obama, actually, even in the American embassy, some guys there. So I came to find that, actually, to come back on that, so there is a way that we can learn from positive people who created some different things, in them, and end up having a very great component attitude in front of the world. Sure. Like the guy, Mr. Obama, made it, and some other people like Martin Luther King, through his great iconic speech,
I have a dream.
And there Malcolm X, I like the guy. So I actually follow those types of political, figures, because sometimes people ask me, man, do you wish to become a politician? No, I don't wish. But you have a very good figure of politicians. You have a very good, way that you. Then I say them,
ideas.
yes. Then I tell them, man, I really hate politics. Though I like ideas actually. I like collecting ideas, and the reason why I even take some different types of books, including politics.
Like you found yourself into that unknowingly.
Maybe, yeah, but so we sometimes find ourselves in things that we hate.
Yeah, sure. So okay, let's go to our next guest.
Yeah.
What's your talent? What's your gift?
Oh my God. Actually, my gift is that I can have whatever gift it is. I have this capability of having gifts. Like whatever I put my mind to. Like, let me tell you, I'm a teacher, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm a teacher. And whatever I know, at whatever level I know it, I'm able to make someone understand. You understand? That's a special talent, right?
Yeah, I do.
And soon after, I have discovered that I can even play music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
true.
then-
I saw you came with something there.
Yeah,
It's an instrument.
I brought it right here. I'm a cellist, and I still, I still take lessons, but.
A cellist, would you please explain to us?
Yeah, a cellist is an instrument, a musical instrument that is used most of the time in classical music. Yeah.
Or I remember I used to see you with the violin, just the smallest one. And
Yeah,
but today I see you. Would you please bring it and show it a bit to the public?
Okay, this is a cello. All right, this is a bowl we use just to make sound. Okay. Yeah, this is the instrument I play.
Okay, that's why you call the cellist.
Yeah, I call myself a cellist, but I don't know if I'm a full cellist.
Why?
Yeah, because I'm like I tend to compare myself to great cellists like Yo-Yo Ma.
We don't even know them. We are Burundians,
actually,
it's like
Yeah,
that's a Western. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, if I was just playing that kind of music people are used to, this like R&B or whatever, I would have done it already. But because I'm doing classic is really,
It's rare.
really, yeah, it's
rare
rare
in the country.
and it takes time, It takes time. Yeah.
So would you please play a bit for our public, our viewers? They'd like
actually.
to.
Well, I'm not performing very often. I'm just having my lessons and I play for myself. I enjoy it. It's the first thing I do when I wake up. Before I even go to wash my face or do something, I just visit my cello and play something, and then I feel okay. For the day.
Wow,
That's what
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, would you please play a bit? for us?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Is there any feels like this because this kinds of songs as if there's a kind of sorrow you can feel
Yeah, we
something
don't we don't call them songs.
we
They
call
are pieces.
They are pieces.
And,
Oh, they are sorry. Thank you. I didn't know.
We call them pieces because you don't have vocal sounds, so we just play. And sometimes when I'm playing it, because people don't know it, and they like, oh yeah, you don't sing.
Yeah, sure.
What of this instrument? You don't sing. You should be singing.
You should be singing.
But actually, that's not how it is. I just play because I'm a classical musician, and then that's how I do. But I can also play some popular music. Those songs people know in a melodic way. Yeah.
Can you please do it? Just short.
Like
short.
one everybody knows, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Even the audience, maybe some people know it.
Come on. Imihande yose ninonga magara uwamubonye rimwe agenda tamacumu ana saga Oh, thank you very much. Let's clap for you guys. You are so amazing. I didn't know this thing exists in the country, in Burundi, because like we are accustomed to see it,
Yeah, actually,
on TV, and I don't know.
yeah, when one instrument had got a problem, and then I had to get it right here. I
Wow.
bought it here.
You bought it here?
Yeah, I bought it here. Just some instruments, but maybe it's because people don't.
You bought it in the country?
Yeah, inside
Burundi?
the country. Yeah.
I thought you imported it.
No, the one important got a problem, so I had to buy it.
Okay. Wow. That's really great.
It's a kind of a Western.
Yeah, it's a kind of Western.
Yeah,
It's a
actually.
Western
yeah.
style.
Yeah, sure. So guys, I just want to thank you for your time, for your participation in this show. You have been so great. We learned a lot from your viewpoints, also from your talents, and I guess you will be coming for next invitation.
Sure. I will on my side.
Thank you very much, Brother Obama.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will be there.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Dismas, as well. I just also want to thank our viewers for keeping watching us, and just want to tell you to stay tuned. This is BNP TV. See you.